Hello everyone, welcome to the series of VMware vSphere. In this session, we will see how to create a virtual machine. As you can see on the screen, create a VM with hot add enabled. So guys, this hot add topic is one different topic. This will be coming in next session, and of course it is a very big topic where we will be understanding each and every feature, the importance of hot add, why it is required, and each and everything whatever we will discuss theoretically, that we will be justifying practically in our VMware hands-on lab. For now, just focus how to create a virtual machine. And yes, when we will be creating this virtual machine, what we are going to do is we will just enable the hotted feature. I will show you how to enable the hotted feature, why to enable the hotted feature, what is the importance of the hotted feature, how it will be helpful. This all thing we will discuss in next session, because over here my main motto is to show you how to create a virtual machine. Apart from that, on the same virtual machine, we will be doing a practical for the hot add feature also. So that is the reason over here I will be enabling the hot add feature. So taking you to the hands-on lab, VMware hands-on lab. So guys, you all know like how to log in to the VMware, and then how you will load this lab. Till now everyone know how to come till here, right? If you are not aware, if you are seeing this particular session, then it's better you go to my previous session where I have explained how to create a account in the VM for the VMware hands-on lab, how to load the lab. These all things I have already covered. Okay, so I will open the Google Chrome. For me, on the home page itself, the vCenter server appliance is opening for me. If in case it doesn't open for you, you can just type VCS and this link will come. Just hit enter. One more thing, you can see that the username and password is already filled for you in the field, right? Click anywhere and click on login. If you need to know the credentials of the vCenter or the ESXi host in the lab, you can just find it on the desktop itself. You can see the notepad is there. This already I have informed. Now, let me explain you the navigation of the interface for the vCenter, and then we will proceed with the creation of the virtual machine. So guys, as you can see over here, there are four tabs. Okay, let's discuss the first tab. It is host and cluster. So all the host and the clusters, the host where you are adding in the vCenter server, that will be shown over here in under this tab, and the cluster which you have created. I have shown you how to create a cluster. I have shown you how to add the host in the vCenter server. So whenever you will create a cluster, you will be creating in the first tab over here. And apart from that, the virtual machines will also be shown over here itself. Now you can see how these are arranged. First it is cluster, then below that you have host, and below that you have virtual machines. So from here it is clear that this particular cluster, region 1A, this particular cluster, it has ESXi 1 and ESXi 2. This is very much clear. But how you will know that which virtual machine is working in which ESXi host? So for doing that, you have two ways. The number one way is go to ESXi 1 and click on VM. See, you have three machines, right? Let's see which machine is working on which ESXi host now. Once you click VM, you can see that Tiny Linux 2, which means that this Tiny Linux 2 is working on ESXi 1A. Go to ESXi 2, you will see Tiny Linux and Windows 10 machine. This machine and this machine is running on ESXi 2A. Another way is you click on this machine itself over here, and when you click on this machine, it will show you the host on which host this Tiny Linux is working. So you will see that Tiny Linux is running on ESX2A. Similarly, for Tiny Linux 2, it is working on 1A. Windows 10 is working on ESXi 2A. These things you can see from here itself. Okay. Then the second tab is about VMs and templates. So templates, what is template? This we will understand when we will be doing the templates lab. But for now, just understand that this lab has all the VMs and templates. What are VMs? You know, virtual machine. Templates, I will explain you later. Third tab is about storage. Expand this, you will see you have storage iSCSI1 and NFS storage already provided by the VMware. It is attached. Okay. to the ESXi host. More details we will see as we move on to the advanced lab. Then there is a networking tab over here. Apart from that, you go to vSphere client, click over here on the vSphere client. From here also you can go to host and clusters, you can go to VM templates. See, from here also you can go host and cluster, VM template, storage, networking. Then you have task console. If you remember, in our previous session we have studied about licensing. Just click on licensing. You will see that the licenses are back to normal. When I say back to normal means in our previous session, you remember we have added a free key, then we have removed these licenses, we have assigned the new licenses to your both of the host and vCenter server. You remember? So now that is finished. Why? Because I have just end the lab in our previous session, and now again the new lab is loaded. That is the reason you can see the original state where the vSphere 7 has the license key which can have the capacity of 16 CPU. Only 2 CPU is used. Then VMware vCenter, one instance is there and one instance is used. And you can see that by going to asset. If you go to asset over here, you can see that vCenter server, it's a license for VMware hands-on lab, only this license. See, this license is being used. Then in asset, if you go to host, you will see that both the hosts are using the licenses. So basically this is a revision. Okay, now let's come to the topic. If you want to go to the default page, just click host and clusters, and you can see you are back to this page. Okay, so now we will be starting to create a virtual machine. I think that the navigation part is quite understood to you. Then you have options one by one. When we will be covering the topic, we will be seeing these options. Okay, so here you can see you have two hosts, right? So let's select any one of the host. Okay, right click and click new virtual machine. Once you click create new virtual machine, this will open for you. See, now the thing is that it is quite large, so bit difficult to see the option. You can just minimize it, control and minus key, or just control and press scroll your mouse, any of the option. Basically the idea is you need to minimize, and I think in the VMware lab I don't need to show you these things. Okay, click on next button. What I'm doing, I'm creating a machine on ESXi1. Over here I have right click and set the create new virtual machine. This page is open for me. If you want, you can create a virtual machine on ESXi2 also. Click next. Virtual machine name. See, we will be giving the name of the machine as Photon Linux. Okay, we are creating a Linux machine basically, and we are giving the name Photon Linux. Click next. Where you want ESXi1. Okay, next. If you want to create on ESXi2, you can create it. Okay, it's up to you. Next. Data store default. Just select this iSCSI one. Click next. Next. Now see, there are many things coming which I'm not explaining because these are one topics, different topics. So we will be going in detail. Don't worry about that. And if you think that I'm creating a virtual machine, I'm not showing you these options which all are coming. Don't worry. Each and everything we will cover in detail, and for each and every topic we will be performing a hands-on lab as well. And believe me that at the end of this VMware series, you will be in the position to crack the level 2 level rounds of the interview as well. And not only that, you will be in the position to deploy in your production environment your VMware setups and all. You can be in the position to do the administration job of this day-to-day configuration and all. Next. Next. Over here, guest OS family, right? Don't click next. Guest OS family, it is Linux. And guest OS version, we are going to install Photon Linux. See, there is the option VMware Photon. Just select this one and then click next. Over here, what you have to do is CPU 1 is enough, memory 2 GB is enough, hard disk 16 GB. The default is okay. I told you that we are going to enable a feature called hot add feature. Just expand this new hard disk option is there, right? Expand this, and over here not a new hard disk, just expand the CPU. Okay, expand the CPU option and you can find CPU hot plug, right? Just check this box, enable CPU hot add. I am showing you how to enable this feature, why it is required, what is the importance, each and everything we will understand, don't worry. But for now, just enable the CPU hot add and minimize this, then expand this memory, and over here you will find memory hot plug, enable this option as well. Okay, and remaining all thing will be default. Click next and finish. What we did now, we have created a Photon Linux machine. Now we will power on and we will be doing the installation. But for installing Photon Linux, you will require a operating system also, right? The OS is required. So just right click over here, click on edit settings. You can find here edit settings. And one important thing you have to do is you have to give the ISO file, right? So you will be giving from CD DVD drive. Just click over here. The four options: client device, host device, data store ISO file, and content library ISO file. See, all these options, like these options are basically how you will be doing the installation. So in detail we will be understanding in the next session. This is the reason we are creating a virtual machine on which we can be doing, very first we'll learn how to create a virtual machine, and then we will have the three machines already there and one machine now we are creating, that is Photon Linux, and we can do enough labs on this machine. So guys, over here just click on content library ISO file. Now over here my motto is just to show you how you will create a virtual machine. What are the things each and every topic will cover? Just check this box. Okay, this is basically a ISO. You're mounting the ISO image as you do in VMware, right? You mount the ISO image from the path of your laptop or a PC. Similarly, you are doing over here, you are mounting an ISO image. There are four options over here. We have selected content library. Just remember this, we have selected content library. I will recall what we did. We started creating a virtual machine on ESXi 1. You can create on ESXi 2 also. Just doing next, specifying the path where you want to install. It was on ESXi 1. Finally we have created a virtual machine. Now before we boot, what we did, we have mounted the ISO image. Additionally, what we did, we have enabled the hotted features, like on the CPU we enable CPU hotted, and we have enabled hot and memory feature also, memory hot plug feature also we have enabled. This two options we have enabled when we were creating a machine. And now over here what we did, we have attached the ISO image from content library. There are four methods. We will understand one by one everything. So we have said that attach the ISO image from content library ISO file. You can see this option, connect this. If you will not connect, your machine will not power on, because after mounting the ISO image, this needs to be connected, right? Once you are done with this, click on OK. Now you will power on this machine. Right click, power, and click on power on. You can see the live state. Just click over here. It is asking web console or VMware remote console. Let's say VMware remote console, and the new window will open for you over here itself. See, it will show you the live option. So now we have created a virtual machine. We have mounted the ISO using the content library option. We have enabled the hot add memory feature and hot add CPU. Once this is done, now it is the time to install the operating system. Okay, click on inside the machine and hit enter to install the machine. Accept. What you have to do is hit enter. Okay, enter. This will erase the disk. Are you sure? Yes. Select the installation. We will go with Photon minimal, the default option. Next. Next. It is asking for host name. We'll give the default one. Next. It is asking for password. We'll give the password, root password. Okay, next. Okay, it should be something different. No, next, next, and the installation has started. Guys, just add a note that we are learning VMware vSphere, so won't be seeing how to manage Windows Linux machine, but just a overview to complete our course content in depth. Press any key to continue to boot, enter. So you can see that we are successfully in creating the virtual machine. We are successful in creating a virtual machine. Let's try to log in to a root user. The password which I have recently configured, root password, and I'm able to successfully log in. So guys, that's all. I mean to say that this is how we will be creating a virtual machine. Let me close this console and I will just recall what all things we have done in this lab. Our motto was to create a virtual machine. Since we are going to learn about the hot features, what we did is we created a virtual machine. Then the virtual machine we have created on ESXi 1A. You can see over here the Photon Linux, it is working on ESXi 1A. Then what we did is next step was, after creating a virtual machine, we have enabled the hot plug features in the memory and hot features in the CPU. Thereafter, we have mounted the ISO using a content library option. There were four options we are going to learn in the next session. We have chosen content library, and in the content library, we found the ISO file for the Linux, Photon Linux, that we have mounted. We have checked the box connect, okay, and finally, we have power on the Photon Linux, and we have done the Photon Linux installation, okay. So in the next session, we are going to learn about this four types of methods which will be used to install the virtual machine in your VMware vSphere. And then thereafter, we will be moving to the hot feature. That's all in this session. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please subscribe it now and do share with your friends. Thanks for watching and see you in the next session.